Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Welcome to another edition of the Live Lounge. Today's been kind of crazy, has it not? This has just been one of those days where normally I drink water. And as you see, you guys always see me drinking out of this. Today, we'll be having a select beverage out of my St. Jude cup. Why? Well, because a couple reasons. I was going to say brothers. I got friends. I got brothers. These guys, we have known each other for a lot of years. And there's a lot of pride there because we've been through marriages, babies, kids. I know kids, babies are the same thing. But we've gone through a lot together. And I've watched these guys take their career from playing in little bars to playing in front of packed houses and big events that they have earned and worked their asses off for. And I could not be more proud. I've heard a lot of their music over the years, and I've gotten a lot of sneak peeks and spent a lot of time with family and friends, and I consider them family. These two guys are incredible musicians. And in fact, I know everybody has heard of LOCASH, and it is definitely an honor to have these guys on with me tonight. So Preston and Chris from LOCASH are our special guests tonight in the Live Lounge.
Hey.
Don't act like you've just been sitting there playing that piano like, oh, what? Did I interrupt you?
No, it got so heartfelt. I needed some music, man. I was like, oh, I need some sweet music right now.
It's because I care.
That is awesome, man. Appreciate those words. You're not lying. We've been through life together, everything.
Have, but I mean, it has been. I mean, you guys have had. I think I've been there for all the kids.
Yep.
And I think Chris was already married before, and then you married Kristen. But gosh, man, there's been a lot of life. There's a lot of water that passed under that bridge.
Yeah, man.
But man, I'm very proud to call you guys friends. But I'm also proud to be able to get a chance to sit and visit with you guys because this is important to. It's important to the fans. And it's important to us. But cheers, everybody.
Hey, cheers.
Absolutely. Let's do this one for Eddie Van Halen.
Mm-hmm.
That one hurt today.
It did, man.
That one hurt. I know. I even announced it on the air today on my country station because there's not one soul that has not picked up a guitar that did not know who Eddie Van Halen was.
Yep.
And did not try to mimic some of his abilities.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I'll give you guys a second to even elaborate because I can assure you everybody has some sort of something that relates back to Eddie.
Go ahead,
I mean,
Chris.
Everybody wanted to be a guitar player. I mean, if you thought of anybody being a guitar player, we're musicians, so we know a little bit more. But before I was the kid on the bed pretending I was a guitar player, it was Eddie Van Halen, dude. There was no one else to be. It was that guy. You wanted to be in Van Halen. You wanted to be Eddie or Alex, the drummer. Right. And you were just jamming. And on the way, it was funny because, not funny, but funny, taking my kid back from karate. And, I was trying to explain to him, he's only 10, so he knows who Van Halen is. Right. And I had to say Eddie was like the creator. Him and Alex created Van Halen. It wasn't David Lee Roth. It wasn't Sammy Hagar. It was these two guys. And while I'm saying that, Hot for Teacher comes on.
Yeah, baby.
It's Preston. I mean, what do you think of? I mean, Eddie Van Halen. I mean, it's
man. I was in 5th or 6th grade, and there was a talent show at my school, and they got all the kids together. And of course, I knew how to play the piano, but I didn't let anybody know because I was embarrassed because I thought, you had to play sports to be cool or whatever. So I had these piano skills that I was keeping to myself. And so I go to this talent show, and we watch a girl sing a Disney song and then another person sing a song and da-da. And then they were like, we got 2 guys left, and there are a couple of my buddies, and one of them was on the drums and one of them was on the keys on a keyboard, and he fired in to Jump.
Oh
It was
yeah.
like, you know, and I was just like, those iconic chords. And
Absolutely.
I was like, I watched the entire school stand up on their feet, and I was like, oh, so playing the piano actually is kind of cool. And so I was like, hey, I play the piano. Of course, nobody wanted to know then, but
Yeah.
you know, I swore on that day, because of their song, that I was going to tell more people that I played the piano and try to be a little cooler about it. And you know, they just made music cool like that. I mean,
Good.
I tell you what, heaven got a whole lot cooler.
Man, that jam session has got to be good tonight.
Can you
It's
imagine?
crazy.
I spent ridiculous amounts of money going to see the shows and things, and the last one was they did the tour together, and they played American Airlines Center, and
Oh, wow.
Candace can verify I spent a stupid amount of money on a ticket, and I just got one, and I was right down front, and I sat literally on the same row with Mark Cuban and Troy Aikman.
Whoa.
I mean, and like everybody down there with like Dirk, and like I got lucky, and I spent a stupid amount of money, but I would never regret it, because we were
No way.
third row right under that, and it was probably one of the coolest things I've ever done to watch a rock god work his magic.
Yeah.
Who was better? Was it Sammy or Dave?
Sammy to me is better. I will say Sammy's a better singer. Dave's a better.
I'm Dave. I want Dave all the way. I picked Dave.
Dave is a better showman. Sammy's a better technical singer.
Yeah, he can sing like no other.
Sammy's 72 years old and can still sing the paper off the wall.
Does not look 72 at all.
And does not look 72.
No.
I was talking, he is the same age as Candace's stepdad would have been. And we're looking at like her stepdad going, man, you and Sammy are the same age. And no. But so guys, let's talk music. So you guys, I got to hear when you guys came and played the show for me in Atlanta just before I left last fall. I got to hear some of your new music, and it's all off the stuff that you're putting out now. And it was so cool to get to hear some of this stuff that you're putting out, and beers to catch up on. And of course, it didn't hurt having, you know, Gronk and all these other guys giving you the ups for your music, which I thought was awesome.
Yeah.
You put a lot of work into this last album. Not that you haven't before, but I think there was a click in this one that I heard, because we sat on the bus there with our old buddy BT, hands up BT, and listened to that music. And I'm like we told you, there wasn't a song I didn't hear that I just like, all those could be singles. I have no idea how you're going to pick this music.
I think, you know, that's what we strive to get, and we strive to get better and better, man. And you have been there from the beginning. I mean, you heard it when we weren't even producing anything yet. We didn't have anything producing, but I think Corey and Tyler are producers right now, Corey Crowder and Tyler Hubbard. And we wanted to go very organic with this album, more of a, you know, not so glitzy, you know, a lot of still ear candy, but not so tuned, just real. And we wanted to show, I mean, not that the last album was great too. I think there's singles on that one that will never see the light of day. But we wanted to just go, you know, and show Nashville and show, you know, the world that this is LOCASH. They're for real. We want to stay. We have meat and potatoes on our album. We have songs, because our live show is there, man. You know, we have that live show. And now it's just, you know, putting it into music.
If you've never seen the live show, let me tell you something. You are going to be missing out on a show. It is top to bottom, high energy. They move like no other.
Thanks, man. Thanks for saying that, man. That means a lot. Well, we've had you on stage with us a few times. we bring you up and
That's,
close out the show together.
I always tell that story. I said, I think I've done that probably a half a dozen times, and it never gets old. And I tell you why. It's to see the crowd. And I'll tell you, remember exactly the last time. The last time you guys did this, the fall show, when you did the kick show with us, that was pretty cool because, I mean, it was a big amphitheater.
That was crazy, yeah.
But the one that really stands out in my mind is when you guys did the Coca-Cola Roxy there in Atlanta, and you could see the crowd, because when they brought the lights up, you could see there was not a room for another person's elbow in that room.
Yeah.
And to bring all those lights up and see that entire crowd and hear them singing the song back was just, I mean, the hair stand up on my arm talking about it. And I know that's got to be that way for you guys every night.
Yeah, I mean, One Big Country Song just went #1, and we haven't even had a chance to really hear a crowd sing it with us. I mean, that's kind of the silver lining. We had a big hit during the pandemic, but we didn't really get to perform it in front of a big crowd like you're talking about, elbow to elbow, everybody's hands up, everybody's singing along. So, man, I tell you what, we still dreaming about that, because that's one of the reasons we do what we do. We want to connect with folks, and we want to hear them singing those lyrics and make it mean something to them too. So we do miss that part of it right now, but it feels good to know that someday we're going to hit the road again, and we got that little gift wrapped, vocal waiting on us out there in the towns.
The cool part, I think, with a lot of this is it comes down to you've spent the last 7-8 months at home. But like Chris just said, I picked my son up from karate. I know that you've been spending time with Love, and
yeah,
that's the thing. You're getting to spend some time with the kids that realistically you wouldn't have, because you guys are literally, you're home on Sunday nights and you're back out on Wednesdays, and then you're in the bus, and then you guys are gone. If you're not gone, you're flying. And I would say that this is giving you a gift that I probably normally wouldn't have happen. I don't know. It's kind of probably a two-edged sword. Am I right?
Yeah, I agree, man. I mean, you know how it is, dude. I mean, to be with the kids, it's incredible. Watching this year we got to see all of our kids' birthdays and be home on their birthdays. So that was a cool experience. Me and Preston have never had that experience before. And other things is like we get to take them to karate. We get to take my little girls to dance, or to be that situation that we've never had to enjoy. I mean, it was rough at first. Trust me, the wives wanted to kick us out immediately.
Right.
But we were gone 250 days a year, if not more than that. So it's a big change, a huge change, even for our wives. But when that happened, to do, and here we are now that change is going to be back on the road, and we miss the road. Trust me, we need to get back out there. We thrive for that, but it's going to be a big change again.
Yeah, because then you have to reacclimate to not being there again. And then you have the kids who have been accustomed to having you home. And then now, I mean, you won't be probably starting, or probably spring of next year. I would imagine they'll start picking back up. Do you have anything? I mean, are they starting to book little stuff now? Or is it starting to look like anything starting to happen? I asked that everybody, and everybody has a different answer.
Yeah, I mean, fortunately, we're able to sort of a la carte our shows a little bit, that we can take some of these offers that come in. There's a few private parties happening, few events for radio that are starting to trickle in, which is encouraging to us because we need it for our hearts. I mean, just getting out and being on stage and connecting with just a handful of people means the world to us, because it's been taken away from us, from the listeners to the radio folks to television to us. I mean, no one's connecting right now except for this kind of stuff. So there are a few little events, and we're jumping on them. I mean, it's like, yes, let's go do it, and let's make a little money, and let's reconnect with folks. But the big tours, I don't think we're going to see anything till midsummer or fall of next year, because the arena type stuff is not going to happen until the fall probably. So we just hope that these treatments and these vaccines come through.
I had heard quite a few folks say that they were not. They wouldn't tour until there was a vaccine, and I mean that's fall of next year, as they're saying. So hopefully we can get you guys out and I'd love to get you this way. I mean,
Yeah.
Let's go.
hey man,
You got our numbers, man. Come on.
I
What are
know.
you worried about?
I know. And believe me, you know me. I can make magic happen. We can.
Hey, you stick a couple tables 6 feet apart, and we're gonna be out there, boy.
That's
Hey,
well, yeah. I do know this. You were actually supposed to be here in town because you were doing a benefit here, and I know that they scheduled it twice and canceled it twice.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure that so when they ever get that redone, I know you guys will be coming to town for.
Scott, I
Yes.
got a vaccine, bro. I got it. You want to see it?
Absolutely. Oh yeah, look at all that. Yeah, that's
the vaccine, baby.
that's pro right there.
That's
See,
it, man.
I'm just in the office. I have to go small here. So
Oh, it's all right. That's why we gotta hang, man.
yeah, I know. I'm running down on my supply, and then I have to break into a bottle of wine that Kelsey Ballerini got me. Other than that, this is all I have here. So
Hey, Kelsey better got you a good bottle of wine.
she did. She did. And I got a good bottle for and what was this, Legends? Yeah, it was for the Legends #1.
Oh,
See,
that's cool.
Legends. See.
Yeah. Nice.
But
Classy.
that has to be nice to. Okay, let's get back to music. In fact, I'm gonna crack this one and we're gonna keep going. This new album.
Well, if you're cracking, I'm cracking.
Cracking. Everybody cracking. So there we go. So the album itself, you guys put, so you said Tyler Hubbard, and you guys were working on it. What makes, like I said, I think this is a different album. It's now, I wouldn't say it's better because that makes it sound like the other ones were bad, but I think there's another level. You've gone to another level. You've stepped up another one. And what do you think that attributes to?
I think the songwriting, I think just and the pressure that we put on ourselves to always improve, always make sure the songs are growing. And what's great, man, is our record label feels the same way as we do. They're part of that growth with us. The head of A&R, Sarah, over at BMG, John Loba, the head of BMG. We've all been talking about how we want to make sure that the music, that the songs continue to grow just like we do as artists and as people. And so everybody's got their ears to the ground, listening for the best songs. I mean, there's some great songs in Nashville being written every single day. So we just want to find those songs, put them up against the songs that we're writing, and record the best songs that we find. Speaking of that, we're going in the studio tomorrow for the first time, and we're excited, man. I mean, we're on a text message with our producers, and they're fired up, and who's bringing the whiskey, and who's, and what time are we starting, and feel like little kids again, just hitting the microphone, and it's going to be fun. Chris is flying into town in the first thing in the morning, so we're going to record 2 songs, and we're going to put Brothers out again in a deluxe form with some extra music, and there's some surprises that's going to be on it, and these songs that we record tomorrow will be on the deluxe. So
do you want to go ahead and tell them that the collaboration that I'm going to be on, that we're going to show?
Yeah.
Okay. No, we can wait. We don't have to
Throw it out there.
We got a reggae version. I'll just be honest. We got a reggae version of "I Love This Life," and
Nice.
it's Scott. I mean, he's playing the ukulele
I love
on
this
it.
idea. I'm in Florida, baby. Reggae goes.
I can. Hey, steel drums. I play percussion. I think we can make it happen. So I'm saying, as long
Cheers.
as
Yeah.
the whiskey's there. I mean,
Whiskey's there.
So let's make magic. So I'm almost imagining that it, with having the time off, has been good, but what have you been stuck doing that you probably wouldn't have had to do now that because you're like, okay, man, honey, I got to catch the bus. I'm not gonna be able to do that. So I guarantee you there's jobs that you've had to do now that you normally wouldn't have been stuck with. So I'll let you got one of you.
I know mine right now.
What is it?
It's the worst part of the day and night. Now, it's a bittersweet moment. I have to give the girls a shower and get them to bed.
Oh boy.
It's the hardest. I did not understand how hard it was to get children to bed. Caden, I could just say go.
Look how hard it is to get us to bed on the road. Of course it's going to be hard to get them to
and
bed.
to try and get them clean. These children do not want to be clean.
No, they have no desire to be clean. They want to stick their hands in everything that where they don't belong. And
my wife looks at me and she's like, "Your turn to shower," and I'm like, "Oh, it's crazy."
Yeah.
So then we try and do like parties to get them in there. You know what I mean? Dance parties to get into the shower.
Right.
It's a whole thing, man.
It's a thing.
Yeah. But I love it at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is hard.
The thing is, you don't get that time back.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a beating at the same time.
It is.
Okay, so Preston,
I mean, two things. One is I'm the number one guy in the number two business right now. I'm changing a lot of diapers, and it's my son's diapers. My daughter is fully potty trained and poopy trained, all that. So that's great. But my little boy is, I mean, he's delivering some big time dirty diapers. I mean, I don't know what this kid's eating.
Exactly. What are you feeding them?
I'm like, I don't remember feeding you this much food, bro. But there's he's got some pretty epic diapers. And the other thing that I'm actually glad I'm home for, but it's no fun, is my little boy is a little over 2 years old now, and little boys just hit. They like to hit. They're sissy. They like to hit objects, and you know, he's just a little tougher than she ever was. And so at first I was like, "Hey, Legend," his name's Legend. I said, "Hey, Legend, no hit," and well, he just looked at me side eye and just hit again. And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to really use the deep voice and get loud and strong," And so it's been a bit of a process, but I can already feel like we're cracking through just a little bit. It's going to take some time to kind of change it, but it's a whole thing. I remember when Chris, his little boy, I think he hit somebody, and it was years and years ago, but I remember Chris was like, "Put him on the phone," and I remember those days are coming for me if I ever have a little boy, and I'm in the middle of them right now. So it's but it's fun trying to teach him some responsibility and trying to prepare him to be a better dude.
I remember seeing a video, I think it was last week, you had come home in the truck and Legend, you out there like, "Dada truck," or something like that.
He likes trucks and tractors and dogs. That's it. Yeah. Trucks, tractors, and dogs.
There's a song there somewhere.
I know. He'll be in here in no time, I'm sure. Chris cracks up because he always comes in and steals things.
Dude, Legend cracks me up, man. That kid's hilarious to me, dude.
So Chris, I played basketball with him, and I decided to play. He wanted to play basketball, and we decided to play a game of pig. And I said, "Okay, we're going to change it to ADD. And if you beat me, then radio has to add our song." And so he whooped my butt, obviously, because we want all the ads we can get. But,
so there you go.
Yeah.
Everybody who's paying attention to this along the Alpha Country Network, here's to catch up on would be a great ad along the lines here.
Come on now.
So yeah, I already got that taken care of, but we got brothers sisters on down the line who are paying attention. If you got any questions, please feel free to jump on. We are taking questions through the Facebook and through our YouTube channel. And in fact, I had somebody who wanted to say hello.
Candace. Hey,
Candace, what you doing, girl?
We got family watching at home, so
come on, Candace. The whole fam's watching. This is awesome.
Yeah, Chris, you didn't get to see the picture of the building, of our guy here.
Yeah, you got to see this, Chris. He's getting big quick.
It's our cousin Eddie.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah. He's a ham. I mean, he's sitting up, he's doing all the right things, man.
That's awesome.
8 months old next week, and he's the man.
Super cool.
He's the man. He's the blessing we always knew we wanted. Look at that. How's
Let's
that?
go, Violet.
Oh,
Come here, Ram. Say hi.
say hi.
I'm getting ready to take you in the car with me, Scott. So
Okay.
we good.
We're
I'm with you all the way. I got like a
Okay.
30-minute drive, so it's gonna be fun.
Oh, you got to drive.
Well,
Okay.
I'm not driving, so don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Look at this.
Look at that.
Softball team, baby.
Oh, you gonna play softball?
Yeah, man.
You got a game
I got
tonight?
bored and joined a softball team.
Yeah.
I'll be right
You
back.
did?
Look at that. This is what I'm dealing with. I'm just going to a game, and she
Oh, okay.
can't handle it.
Oh,
I'm going to softball game. Is that okay? Okay.
so, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I'm fine.
So funny. Love you guys.
So you're gonna go play softball, or are you gonna go watch?
Yep. You know that our game is at 9:30.
Okay.
Oh
Who
boy.
does that?
Okay.
Oh boy. Chris is gonna show up tomorrow in the studio at the pulled butt muffler.
That's what I'm worried about. I'm like, okay,
No,
you gotta have like all your fingers working.
I'm actually good, man.
Oh, I know you're good, but I mean, stuff happens. I'm just like, okay, all right. I'm okay with it. If,
He's gonna freeze up here in a minute. He done
Yeah, he-
froze up. If he knew what position he was in when it froze up, he'd never do this again. It looks like his fingers up his nose right now.
Well, so tell me more about you guys are going to put a couple songs together. Are these two songs that you're going to do?
Back
The
online
one
here.
version. Is this something?
There we
that
are. There we are.
Are you back?
Yeah,
Is this
take a
something-
He's
second.
not back. This is
I am
Chris
back.
thinking he's back. He
No,
is
I
not
am
back.
Totally
Are
back.
Are the two songs that you guys are doing when you record tomorrow? Are these things you might have done during the COVID period, or is it something you guys already had kind of sitting out waiting?
You know, we wrote both of these songs before COVID. But then, you know, we just were listening to the stuff, and there's this one particular song called "Ain't Everybody," and it's just basically the hook is like, "Ain't everybody different, but ain't everybody the same too." And
Right.
it's just like we're all in this thing together, and it's not, you know, obviously it's not about COVID because we wrote it before it even happened. But some of these lyrics, they start hitting home in a different kind of way when you start
Right.
listening back to things that you wrote, and you're like, man, that could really hit home, pull some heartstrings on some folks. So we ran it up the flagpole at the label. They love the ideas. We got another song, you know, basically like it's called "Sleep with You," but I want to do everything but sleep with you. And
Right.
it's like I just want to be up all night and soak up every minute with you. And
Right.
sleep is overrated. I want to soak up, you know, looking into your eyes. And so that it's kind of a cute little song. It's fun. We wrote that one with Dallas Davidson and Kyle Fishman, and you know, it's been great being able to write over Zoom as well during these COVID times because you know, I don't know what we'd do if we couldn't do that. I mean, we'd be losing our minds completely. I mean, we already are, but being able to write a little bit over Zoom has saved us too.
Well, I mean, I guess that's another question is, have you been able to jump on writers, you know, with rights and stuff? I mean, has it enabled you to be able to dig in and do some of that now in the off time?
Yeah. And you know, One Big Country Song helped with that a little bit too, because anytime you have a big hit on your hands, then you're sort of one of the you know, one of the top artists that people want to try to get in with because they want to get cuts on a successful project. And so that's been exciting. To have all these phone calls coming in that people want to write, people in the UK, people in Australia. We just recorded a song in our closets at home. We set up studios in our closets. We recorded the vocals for a song that's going to be released over in Australia with the Wolf Brothers, a massive act in Australia. And that was fun to just be able to like go in the closet, record some vocals, send it to the studio, let them mix it, master it, and it turned out great. I mean, we recorded it on this little mic right here. I mean, we're just doing it at home now. You know, just people are getting creative at home.
You have to.
Yeah, buddy.
Essentially, we could actually do all of our shows from home. I come to the office just because it's easier for just to be able to get away. It's a little quieter, and you know,
I get it.
you understand the kids' schedules and whatnot.
I need an office. I need a Zoom room real bad.
I don't have one of those either. I need one.
And
Chris just popped up like Scream. Did you see
yeah,
that?
he did. He just came out of nowhere, and it's what's
His
cool.
face just popped out of nowhere, and then it went
It's
away.
like the shadow. It's only like this of him, so I'm only seeing like occasionally I'll see his teeth, and then there he is. Oh, there he is.
You see me? Is that better?
I see you. I see you. We're just messing with you. But
there we go. Look at that. Wow.
There we go.
Technology is incredible, guys.
I will say this. Chris is legit a good baseball player. He can throw a football further than anybody I've ever met. And that's a true story. I bet on Chris. If there's ever a bet and there's a football, bet somebody $100 that Chris can throw it further than him. Doesn't matter how big they are. Doesn't matter if they played in the NFL. Like Chris will throw it further.
They played in the NFL.
If it's Mahomes, don't bet. But, most of the time, Chris is going to outthrow everybody. It's very legit.
Hey, that's not a bad.
I don't know what it is, man. You ever seen that movie where that little kid?
Oh boy, he ever seen that movie where that little kid? That's all we got. You ever seen that movie where that little kid? See ya. Oh boy.
There we go.
A lot of places.
All right.
He's struggling.
Okay. Say the movie one more time.
As soon as I'm out of my neighborhood, we're good. My neighborhood stinks. What's that? I don't remember the kid's arm where he throws the baseball from the stands and it like flies. Rookie of the year.
I don't remember.
Rookie of the
year. Okay.
Right.
Rookie of the year. Yeah.
Rookie of the year. There we go. All right. Questions. I don't know if we're having trouble with the questions. Questions tonight coming in on Facebook and through the YouTube channel. We're visiting with the guys from LOCASH. I think the music that you guys have come with, and let's talk about One Big Country Song for right now, and then we'll go to beers to catch up on. One Big Country Song. Did you? And I remember having this conversation with both of you when you guys released that song. And you were just like, "Is it gonna do it? What's it gonna do? Is it gonna make it? Is it gonna make it?" I was like, it's going to. Give it a second. It's gonna make it. And I mean, it's one of those where you bite all your fingernails off, and you have to think about how many times did you think, okay, we're not gonna make it. It's gonna go, and then it just kept getting. A lot. I mean, and then it would die and it would come back, and it would die and it would come back, and you were like, keep going, keep going, keep going.
My heart couldn't handle it, Scott. I tell you what, man, it was a roller coaster. I mean, the song had a birthday on radio. I mean, it was out for over a year. That's pretty rare.
It did.
Mean, it's crazy. But what happened was the song kind of was getting to a point around top 30, I think, top 25, started to kind of slow down. Like you said, it was hitting a little bit of a trouble spot. And then COVID hit. And it was like, wait a minute. COVID. This song started to connect with people and started to make them feel like, we're kind of in this thing together. Everybody's the same. Ain't nobody different. And ain't we all just live in one big country song after all, And so it sort of spoke to everybody's hearts again. And all of a sudden it took off. And while everybody was worried about COVID, man, Chris called me up and I said, hey, man, I don't know if you've noticed this, but our song looks like it's got a little rocket under it. And it just took off again. And then the rest is history, man. It just cruised to the top.
The problem was during the COVID, as Preston called it, or
COVID.
Yeah, under the COVID, everything log jammed between 30 and 15. How long did you guys sit there? If you think about that, during COVID, everybody sat between 15 and 30, and there was a lot of movement 15 and up. Yeah. It was an escalator. All those songs kept moving in and out. So you think about it, that's 15 weeks of songs rolling in and out, sometimes repeats because of the Luke Combs will happen. But then that exact same little crowd you guys were stuck in that you guys moved through and got out of. But that same period, that 15 to 30, was just jammed with all you guys. Every one of you guys. Every one of I was
Yeah.
that Maddie and Tay was in the same boat you guys were in.
Yeah.
Denning was in the same boat you guys were in. Everybody got stuck. And
Yeah.
I was so glad you guys were able to ring the bell on that one.
Thanks,
But
man. Thank God we did. I mean, it's because of folks like you. I remember getting a text from you, and you're like, "We're in, baby. Let's go." And
make it happen.
man,
Let's make it happen.
that makes your heart feel good when when you get those kind of text messages from folks like you. So not only just are you family, but you're a real supporter, and you've been there for us.
Well, I mean, and that's the thing is like being friends with you guys for such a long time. And actually, my midday guy actually has a question, which I may not even know the answer to this. Caleb is my midday guy.
What's up, Caleb?
And explain where the name LOCASH came from. I don't even think I could even answer that question, and I've known you guys for years. I mean, I knew you when it was LOCASH Cowboys.
That was actually Chris's stripper name.
I'm real inexpensive.
He was a Chippendale, real pale version of the Chippendales. And I've never said that before in my life.
Pale.
I love it. I'm going to use that a lot.
That's
why I moved to Florida, guys.
Stealing it. It's like, okay, I'm writing it down.
A Chippendale.
Man.
I'm going to dance for my wife tonight. I'm going to dance for her. I'm going to be like, it's the Chippendales right here. Here we go. No, man, I tell you what, Caleb, first of all, good to see you, man, and hope everything's going well for you and your family too. But, man, LOCASH was from my hometown in Kokomo, Indiana. Me and my buddies, we started this little, like, fraternity, and you had to be initiated. We had this place called Bear Mountain. You had to go to Bear Mountain. You had to chug a beer, and it had to be in less than, 10 seconds or something, some dumb initiation. And then you get a nickname. And then once you had your nickname, it was like a He-Man. It was like a He-Man club. We were like wrestlers or something that couldn't wrestle a lick or something. We had this whole vocabulary that nobody understood, and we called ourselves the LOCASH Money Boys. And we were just having fun with it. It was based off the premise that the best things in life are free, and because none of us had any money, and so we were like the official LOCASH Money Boys. When I met Chris in Nashville, fast forward. I was telling Christopher, I said, man, we got to put you in the LOCASH Money Boys. You fit right in, And so we went to my hometown. He met all my buddies, and he was like, man, we should be the country boys of LOCASH. And so we immediately just called ourselves LOCASH Cowboys, and just derived off the LOCASH Money Boys. Right. And then years later, everybody was already calling us LOCASH. And I Love This Life was getting ready to go to radio. We had a real good feeling about the song, and we were getting a good reaction at radio. And so we just dropped the Cowboys and said, I Love This Life by LOCASH. And boom, the song hit the top of the charts, and we were known as LOCASH from that day forward. So pretty crazy.
That's a fun story. But the cool part with all that is, so Chris, did you go and actually have to shotgun the beer, and you did all the things? You ended up getting your own name and the whole nine?
Oh boy, he froze like a mannequin. You see that?
I don't think
he's like,
yeah.
But that
what?
I'll answer that for Chris. He's had a lot of whiskey shots. He thinks he's good. He doesn't know what he looks like on our screen right now.
Do I look good though?
No, you do.
Put the light on me.
No,
this is the first time.
The lighting is very complimentary.
Thank you.
No, the lighting is very complimentary.
You've always been nice to me. Thank you for always being nice to me. Preston is never nice to me.
No, but you look marvelous.
You see what he puts me through though? I got to sit here with a mannequin. I got to sit here with a mannequin in an interview. Yes, you've been frozen for 10 minutes.
You are still frozen. It's kind of like on the reports, like when they do like these long reports from other countries, and they're not able to get the satellite link, but they put the awkward picture up of the reporter.
Turn my cam off and turn it back on.
That's amazing.
Where they put the awkward picture of the reporter.
Hey, he turned it off and turned it back on. This is a shot.
Yo, right there. It's still the same. I love it. Yeah, exactly.
We're all just froze.
To me. Okay. All right, guys. Man, you know what? We have gone 40 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I
we
did
could go all night with our stories, man.
I know.
Come on.
I know. I just I wanted to make sure that we were able to get you up and gone and get Chris as he's
still froze, man. It ain't never gonna change.
that's this
He's gonna be froze forever.
Chris, this is how I want to remember you. In fact, I want to take a picture of on my phone.
Hey,
Of this. Hold on, you got to take a picture of this moment so you can see.
am I really still the same picture?
You are so frozen. You are so lucky it's this
You've been
shot.
frozen for a long time. Okay, guys, I love both of you.
I see you guys perfect. I hear you guys
Oh boy.
Yeah.
perfect.
Reporting from Yemen.
Yeah. Yeah,
is Chris.
Chris is in the hurricane. He's in Delta right now.
He's in the eye of the hurricane. That's so funny.
Oh boy.
All right, guys. I love both of you guys.
We love you too, brother.
Safe travels. I cannot wait to hear the new stuff. Chris, knock one out when you get to the ballpark in Yemen.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It's starting to creep me out a little bit because his face is perfectly still, and I can hear him laughing.
I can hear him.
It's kind of creepy.
I can hear him.
Am I really still frozen?
Yes, you're still frozen. 7 minutes later, you're still frozen.
Unbelievable.
I love it, guys. I love both of you.
Internet. I'm fine right now.
We love you too, brother. Hey, and thanks to you and all the radio stations, and the Facebook folks, and the Instagram, and everybody who's going to tune into this. We appreciate each and every one of y'all.
And it is a honor to get a chance to catch up with you guys, and it's just like visiting with family. And I appreciate you guys, especially taking this kind of time. And
let's do it again soon, man. Let's not take so long. Let's do it again. Maybe once a month or something. Absolutely. Hey guys, you don't have to ask me twice. We will make sure we'll definitely do that. But I'll give you guys the opportunity to pop off here. I'm going to close up, but thank you guys. Preston, tell Kristen and kiss both them babies. We will. And you do the same with Candace and the little boy, and Caleb, your family, man, everybody out there. We love y'all. Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys. We'll talk soon.
Love you, brother.
All right.
Love you guys. Hey, finally, he's back now. Look,
I'm
he's
back.
Guys,
he did frozen.
He did the frozen thing on
I want
purpose.
to stay now.
He was making it up. He was making it up. He froze on purpose. He froze on purpose. He sat perfectly still for so long. How did you do that? You're lying.
Was it like?
No, I took a picture of it. I'll text you the picture.
Dude,
you were perfectly frozen for like 7 minutes.
That's
easily
weird,
7 minutes.
I could see and hear you and talk to you, and my face was just the same.
Your face stayed the same. Like I said, you were reporting from another country. All right, I'll let you guys go. All right, love y'all. All right, love you guys. All right, was that not fun? Good Lord, that was fun. Those guys are fun, and I kept them probably 10 minutes longer than I should have. But guys, thank you so much for hanging around. It means a lot. It was a very weird day. I got to say, this probably wasn't some of my best work, but there's just some days go better than others, and the Eddie Van Halen thing really hit me wrong. It really caught me off guard. That was one of my rock idols, and just because you do country doesn't mean that you don't love the music of other people. And Eddie Van Halen was one of those guys that I grew up and admired. One of my very first concerts. So, but thank you guys so much for being here. I promise it will be better next week. I think we just had a lot on our minds, and we didn't get a chance to do the music part of it tonight because they were in two separate places, and we weren't able to get them together. In fact, they won't be back in Nashville till tomorrow. But thank you so much, guys, for spending time with us, and we'll talk soon. Next week on the 13th, we have Cale Dodds, and Kale is a new artist. He's from Georgia. Spent some time out on the road with let's see, it was Chase Rice. And so yeah, he's a good guy, doing some songwriting and has some songs. And so we're going to visit with him. And so he'll be up next Tuesday night on the Live Lounge. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it, each and every one of you. Have yourself a great night, and thank you.